Hello everybody, my name is Mathis, and welcome back to ASTRONEER. I know I only did a couple episodes, but after a couple episodes, the one you see jumping around like a fool reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to do a collab series on ASTRONEER? And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So,
wait,
we're back.
Mathis, look how big my head is.
It's actually gigantic. It's actually a little too gigantic. Dan, I just want you to know, we never lied to the people. We did make it to the moon. Look.
We did make it. We got to we went from Tekken to ASTRONEER, but yeah, just to echo Mathis's sentiments, I played a few episodes as well. And then I'm like, hey, this is probably will be more fun playing with Mathis. So here we are.
And here we are back in ASTRONEER. ASTRONEER, you said, yeah, I'll tackle you about it because I never got to look at this at a PAX, but you said you did. So when I saw the game, I was like, it looks interesting. I'll check it out, and I was actually impressed by how good this game is. So
yeah,
you saw it way before me.
Yeah, well, so I saw it at last PAX. So, but to me, you know, it looked kind of cute and looked kind of cool. But to me, what I think the game's done is it's found a way to make gathering not painful. You know, so like with the suck tool, it's kind of fun.
Not painful like Minecraft.
I wasn't gonna throw any shade, but nonetheless. All right, so we should probably also give everyone a heads up. So this series is going to air on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on both of our channels.
Correct.
So, all right, so let's do this, Mathis. So how far did you get in your deal?
I built a couple of additions to my base, and that's the extent of it before I was like, all right, well, if we're gonna do this together, then fuck it. Let's not go too far ahead here. All right, we know we need compound, which I think this is. Yep, this is compound.
Yeah. Have you ever had Dippin' Dots before?
I have. Yes.
That's what yeah, don't you think this looks like Dippin' Dots?
They look exactly like Dippin' Dots.
Are you a Dippin' Dots fan?
I used to be when I was a kid. Like, whenever I went to the mall with my parents, we would have Dippin' Dots all the time out of the machine. I just liked watching it come out of the machine. To be honest, Dippin' Dots isn't exactly amazing, but...
Wait, it comes out of a machine?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we didn't have, like, an actual place to buy them from. You could get Dippin' Dots out of, like, a machine. It was, like, vacuum suck out, like, a little tub of Dippin' Dots ice cream. It was cool.
And it just, like, did it drop the bowl and then you would, like, rain down Dippin' Dots?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was something like that, and then it would, work. Hang on, I'm gonna extend our base right away.
Yeah, I didn't get enough for... I ran out of juice, but we're gonna make some pylons here. Or, what are they, pylons?
Yeah, I don't know. Close enough, why not?
What are they called?
Resin? This stuff? Extension stuff?
No, the stakes you put in the ground so that you get...
tethers?
Tethers,
yeah.
tethers. What I call them pylons. That was a Mathis StarCraft.
Oh shit!
Isn't that crazy? Just think how like far you've come from like days of like shoutcasting StarCraft episodes.
Sad little StarCraft episodes. Sad.
I would call them sad. It was your start.
No,
man.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy to think about like the difference that has come with the channel, but it just comes with channel growth. Like, I mean, you started with Minecraft like series. Like, think about we begin with. I don't know, like, just what we want to do, what we think is going to work, and then go from there.
Yeah. Well, it's just, I mean, because I'm coming off of, you know, this is 2017, but, you know, I told you that I'd watched or I listened to your 2016 recap at the gym because it was like a 30-minute video.
Yeah, that went on forever.
But it was good, and it was just like, it's just, I don't know, I think sometimes either I forget or people forget, like, it's a lot of work, but you know, every now and then it's nice to look back and say, hey, like, stuff has happened, you know? Good stuff has happened. You're stuck?
I don't know how to get out.
I'll suck you out,
This happened to me when I was, when I played the single player, and I just kind of got free at some point.
I'm trying
I glitched a little bit.
I'm trying to get the land around.
God. Yeah, it was... Yeah, it's...
Hey, did you pick up any compound, or did you...
I picked up a little compound, not much.
Can you drop it?
Is there a way?
Yeah, go to your backpack.
There we go.
Ooh,
Put it over there.
That way it can make us
actually like tethers. For something that's in what they consider pre-alpha, it's the interface and everything's very smooth.
Yeah, and like I'm a big fan of the backpack system, and I mean I wasn't gonna talk about No Man's Sky, but
you don't need to, man.
I mean, one might say this is a bit more polished.
God, fucking No Man's Sky is such a disappointment.
But we want to keep things. You're still digging there, huh?
I'm still digging right now. I'm gonna see if maybe I can like. Yeah, we go. Launch myself.
He's out, boys. He's out. All right. So our strat should be? Should we
We should
we go one direction and just start dropping tethers?
like the boy
or what?
band.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, tethers are really cheap to make, so it's not that big a deal. So go ahead and do that. I'm gonna be
Or
like,
should we explore the same way, or should we go opposite ways? Or you're the
I don't know. I don't know what the smart strat here is for multiplayer. For now, why don't we just go in the same direction temporarily? I think hydrazine we don't need for a while. I'm pretty sure this is fuel, and we won't need this until we decide we're gonna launch to another planet. Because I think you can go to 5 different planets right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So we can do space travel.
There is space travel. Yes, we can give the people what they so crave that we never gave them before.
I'm not even joking. Probably at least once a week.
I get.
It's hey, when you gonna finish tech?
Yeah, I get the tweets. I get the tweets.
And this is I would say the next best thing, but it's maybe the better thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Speaking of better things, and I don't want to get too spoilery. Did you see Rogue One?
Not yet.
Okay.
I know it's supposed to be.
That's surprising.
I haven't had
Why
time.
haven't you
I
seen
just
it?
haven't had time. Like, I plan on seeing it soon. I've heard great things about it. Have you seen it? I'm assuming you have.
I have. That's why I'm like shocked. You're normally a day one.
I know. I tried, but I just couldn't. Did you like it?
I did.
I feel like that's the typical sentiment I hear a lot of people. Like, the first 2/3 of the movie's slow, but the last third of the movie's amazing.
There's some really good parts, and then there's some parts you're like, But well, I'll wait for you to see it because I don't want to spoil it. But speaking of Star Wars, you got a new show coming out, huh?
Oh yeah. I forgot how it's been so long since I've done videos with you. I forget how much of like an interviewer you are. you lead right into questions. It's like so natural for you.
Well, yeah, I don't even like when you said that. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. It's what I do.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Yeah, I got a new show coming out. So I launched in October or September. I can't remember. I launched a new live stream that happens every week, every Wednesday, called Lost Initiative. It's a Dungeons & Dragons live stream. And I got Sam Strippin involved. I got my good real-life friend, Scott, to DM. And then a couple of other people. I got Bear, Taffy, and Maggie as well. People probably know who at least one of those people are. But it was going really well, and we thought, we had enough time to do a second show, so we decided to launch a second show on Thursdays. That will be D&D, but it will be a different rule system. We'll be playing the Star Wars rule system. So
let me ask this. So, like, I thought one of the most interesting things is that Mathis has a Mathis friend that is not like internet person or like computer person.
Not at all.
So, how was like? I know you said one of the cool things you said was like seeing his growth is like going from like a non-internet person to an internet person. But is he like when you talked about a second show? Is he the DM of the second show?
Yep.
So was he like all in, or is he like, has the bug gotten him in terms of like wanting to make stuff?
The bug has gotten him as far as doing D&D stuff. I don't think he'll ever do like YouTube or streaming by himself. I just don't think it'll happen. He's just not that kind of guy. But he's all in on doing another show. The thing is, it's interesting to watch him. The thing that was interesting about watching him is just how comfortable he's gotten in front of a camera over time, how quickly it came to him, which I knew it would because he's a naturally charismatic guy. He's very charismatic just in person on his own. But to watch him get more comfortable in front of a camera has been nice. But it's funny just watching him discover like what a meme is and just like internet things. Exactly. And then it's funny watching him tweet as well because his tweets are just like, that's what my 60-year-old grandfather who's just trying to figure out Twitter would say on Twitter. Like, that's just how he is on the internet, and it's kind of hilarious. But he has gotten much more comfortable in front of a camera, but I don't think he would ever do something like solo like I do or anything.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's cool that you're able to extend your reach to the real world to bring the internet world together. But speaking of that, where do we want to store it? Do we want to dig a hole for our stuff or what?
Is that what you do? Because I kind of just carried it around.
Yeah, no, we definitely want to make a hole. So I used to just throw it on the ground, and then I was talking to Rob, and Rob's like, yeah, there's like sandstorms and stuff that can like
destroy
your stuff. Yeah, I think it just like chucks them around.
Oh, okay.
So let's I mean, if you got any stuff that you don't need, just throw it in this
I've
hole.
got resin. That's about it right now. So I'm just gonna hang on to it. Is there compound? Do you have compound?
I do.
I will steal some from you.
Oh, I just threw it in the hole,
saw it.
sorry. I'm gonna make some more tethers here. I got all that gas. I'm gonna dump it in here for now. All right, so right now, what should we be trying to do? I'm trying to think. So resin allows us to make a station, right?
Yeah, so I'm curious if we so I made a station already over here. I'm curious what we want our first thing to be.
What have you built?
The only thing I've built
so
is a research center.
And that opens up the Kinder eggs. You know what a Kinder egg is?
Yep, I've seen. Oh, in real life, yes, and in the game, yes.
Okay, that's what I call those things, Kinder eggs. So I mean,
maybe a
we
smelter.
could do that.
Maybe a smelter will be first.
Yeah, I mean, I've never built one, so.
Let's go smelter.
What do we need? 2 compounds?
Yeah, two things of compound. Let's do it.
Okay.
I've got some tethers in case we need some more.
Yeah, so let's continue our blue fence.
Big-headed
out here.
McGee. That's you.
Oh, did you see what that is?
Huh?
I saw.
Like that?
I saw like a. No, yeah. See that? Or is that
That's
you
me
pointing?
pointing.
Oh.
I'm like, hey, look it over
okay.
there. Hey, look it over there.
I don't want to put the hex on anything, but for a pre-alpha multiplayer game,
It works.
Yeah.
No, that's why I was super impressed when I played single player. I'm like, this game is actually like really, really polished.
yeah, and I don't know. Is it weird that we like expect things not to work? Like,
Well,
is
things that are in pre-alpha early access at the very least, like we usually don't think are gonna work.
Yeah. No, it's a nice touch. I will say that. All
I
right,
love
so
the
I'm gonna.
art style.
Yeah, dude, I like the art style. I like the music. I like like I said, one of the biggest things is just being able to like gather so quickly. But it's like, I don't know, it's oddly satisfying when you can like terraform the land so quickly,
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. There we go. So this is just resin over here.
Yeah.
We may want to split up at this point, I think.
You think we want to maybe like
Yeah, just so we
little
can
fork in the
cover
road?
more ground at this point. All
Okay.
right, so I'm gonna start going this way.
Have you found any on your single player? Did you find any like downed spaceships or anything?
Yeah, I found like a bunch of crash stuff. I didn't know what to do with it or if it even does anything at this stage in the game.
Oh, I almost went off the edge. Well, we're going the same direction. All right, I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna go back and then I'm gonna start
Like, what is
a
this?
vein the other way. What are you looking
It's
at?
a giant rock. A giant spire-looking rock. I think it's just power. Yeah, it's just like a giant power rock.
Is it colored?
It's yellow, so I think it's
Okay.
power. Let's see.
All right, found some compound here.
Good. We're going to need that for the smelter.
So
found-
the other thing I found has been interesting, Mathis, in 2017 or the tail end of 2016 is that, like when you drop the long dark, because you kind of give people a quick rundown of Mathis. So Mathis started as survival games, then kind of he spun off to do variety, and really like you dropped long dark, what, like a month?
Yeah,
couple weeks
I have
ago?
I have 16 episodes, and I've hit them every single day with the exception of like here or there for the most part, for like other reasons, like I just have like a stream and I don't have time, but for the most part every day. So yeah, for about 2-ish weeks.
So, like, because what I took, and tell me if I'm correct or not, what I took from your vlog is that because you have these creative outlets in Judge Mathis and your Lost Initiative show, you're comfortable going back to some survival games. Is that accurate?
That is accurate. Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the thing with you and I, and the thing I cherish a lot about our relationship and our friendship is that we see eye to eye on a lot of ways that, you know, we do work and how we kind of view goals and stuff and adapting, and we can talk about YouTube pretty freely with each other, and we kind of learn a lot off of each other. Basically the idea for me was that the Mathis Games channel, I feel like for a long while, like I felt creatively stunted with the channel. Because I was doing the same thing over and over and over again, and survival games, I love them, but I mean, come on. There's only so many different ways you can drink water and eat food in a game before it gets repetitive. So it was starting to annoy me or bother me, in that I just felt like I was very much doing the same thing, repetitive tasks. So I wanted to do different stuff. So I went out and I decided to do variety stuff and do different games and try and do different things, and it worked, but it also hit my channel really, really hard, numbers wise. But eventually, you know, I told the long story on that video why I decided to do scripted content, and I finally launched Judge Mathis and stuff. And I feel like that freed me up a lot more creatively in my mind space, and I felt comfortable going back to survival games again in a stronger way. And it's funny to drop the long dark after really not doing survival games for a long time and just watch the people flood towards it and be like, this is what we want to watch. I'm like, All right, I'm never gonna truly get away from that, but that's just because it's really what I built my channel on, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, not to. I guess what I see is a very close analogy, and just stay with me on this one.
I'm
So
staying with you. I'm ready.
So by the way, I got 2 compounds. You want me to hit the button, or you want me to wait for you?
Oh no, go ahead, do it. Just hit it up.
So I'm a big Kanye West fan, and basically.
Are you gonna tell me I'm like Kanye?
Kind of, because what happened was.
I always knew it.
Like, so he is really into fashion, like dedicates his life to fashion, and is trying to grow that aspect of his career. And he keeps it kept getting shut down, and so he released an album, and the album was like very. I don't want to call it trash. It was just kind of very like him just saying like, well, you're not going to let me do what I want to do, so you're not going to get what you want, you know?
Interesting tactic.
and so what happened was, so then he, his fashion starts to grow and blah, blah, blah. And then now his latest album that he released was really good, and it was more like what people knew him for. So I kind of like, when I heard you talk about it in your vlog, I'm like, that's kind of like Mathis. Like, he's got his creative outlet. Now he can go back to survival, and it's like fun again, because it's not like he's has to do that. He chooses to.
Yeah, it really it's crazy how like just having Judge Mathis, which I fucking adore, like has allowed me to enjoy survival games again. And I do. I really it's not I'm like, and I don't want to sound like I'm disingenuous, because I really am enjoying The Long Dark, and I'm going to be going back to Subnautica soon, because I really want to play that game again, but just being able to not feel like I have to do it has made me want to do it again. It's weird.
No, that makes complete sense. It's like, hey, you got to eat these Brussels sprouts. You're like, Mama, I don't want Brussels sprouts. But then when you walk away and you come back and you need some nourishment, oh no, there's a
sandstorm.
Are you in a storm?
Yeah.
I may not make it back.
I don't know.
Can you drop a beacon or something?
Does it matter? I can see. Can you not see me? I can see your giant thing over your head. Oh Jesus. Okay.
No, where are you?
I'm like attached to a tether right now, so I can see you walking, but I can't get to you much faster. Can you see?
I'm gonna die out here.
Can you see the thing I pointed to?
No.
All right. You were going in the right direction. Oh my God.
Right now?
Yeah. Oh Jesus! I'm getting hit by rocks. Oh, I got hit and I fell over dead.
Getting that, you died too? Well, we both died. I think that's probably. You think that's a good spot to end this first episode?
Yeah, why not? Oh,
get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, Mathis. Get in the hole.
I'm coming.
All right. So we're gonna end this episode with dropping bricks on our head.
Oh Jesus, you died.
Wait, if you died, you lose.
You lose everything that's on your backpack, and it drops on the ground where you died.
But what about if you didn't? Is it like Dark Souls, or if you don't recover it in time?
I don't think it is, but we'll find out.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, you can check out the other person's perspective in the description below, and we will see you guys Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the next episode of ASTRONEER.
See you then.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye.